What's up, YouTube land? Last Disbelief here, and I know I've been saying this forever, that I'd get to reviewing him, and I finally got him thanks to a friend of mine, um, but today we're going to be looking at the Iron-Blooded Orphans 33rd kit in the entire line, the Barbatos Lupus Rex. And I gotta fix something on his shoulder pad, um, now the sticker sheet for this guy is huge. Okay. I'll be going through and pointing out everything that is a sticker in a moment, but for now I just want to let you know that this build was a blast. I mean, I loved the frame building, and I loved the entire build. Stickers on this guy do not like to stay, so I really recommend painting it. But this is not just a review for the Barbatos. I also got the Action Base number 2, so we're going to be reviewing that as well. But I want to get through the Barbatos first. And I'll be doing some shots with this. Yeah. So let's get the Barbatos with everything it comes with and an overview. So I'll be right back. So here's everything the Barbatos originally comes with. You have a mace. You have the holder for the mace for it to store. And you're supposed to have 2 alternate hands. And I only have one. You're supposed to have 2 holding hands, but frankly, I want to take the hand off of here to switch it to his other hand, and the peg broke. And I couldn't get it out, so I just had to glue the hand on there. Yeah. So be careful about that. Just kind of wiggle it to get it out. This hand does still have full functionality. So, I mean, we're good on that aspect, but otherwise, you also get the parts to build the other frame that is with pretty much every other set you get in this. You got 2 Ahab reactors and shoulder parts. You get both arm frames and both hands. So what I'm going to be doing is when I get some replacement parts for the Strike Freedom's ab, because at this point it's just unbearably horrible, I'm going to be creating a custom between the Barbatos Lupus Rex and the Strike Freedom. I'm also planning on getting the Barbatos Lupus in at some point, so we may do a kit bash between those two. But with the Barbatos, just looking with all its accessories that you can use for it, you get a hand, and I believe I already went over this, so I'm not going to go over it again. But let's take a look at the mace. Oh, you also get you also have a wire for his tail blade, which I'm going to mention. Let's go and remove that. That is an entire sticker. Okay, right there, and then this part right here. It's just a sticker. And as you can tell, it doesn't like to stay. So I definitely recommend painting this, at least this, the toes, because the toes, because as you can tell, those are horrible stickers. And then these yellow parts on the shoulder pads, those stickers don't like to stay on both sides. And then these gray parts on the back of his leg. So I definitely recommend painting those. But the wire, to use it, you're just going to want to take it out. And it's 2 pieces right here. I'm going to take this back piece off. Okay. Take the wire, just slide it right through, and it doesn't want to slide. Come on. Okay, why don't you? Okay. Slide it right through. Okay. Take the back, bend it into a hook. And I do recommend a pair of pliers for this because this is a pain. But bend it into a hook so it kind of just stays in there. Okay. We're going to take the other end, put it on the tail blade, and then stick it back in, and then you can just stick it back in, and then you just bend it into whatever pose you please. Now, I do recommend not moving it around too much because it's a stable wire, but too much abuse and you'll just pretty much not be able to use it again. So I do not recommend a whole lot of use on that because it will eventually wear out and then you're kind of stuck without it. So there you have that. So then the back of the tail blade, where it just plugs in, is movable, so you can have it up or down. I usually prefer to have it down, but next thing we've got is the mace holder, which we got some slots on the mace, so you'll just take it, plug it in, kind of make sure it's tight. Some of these pegs aren't as tight as I want them to be. Like it just kind of wiggles. Like I'm very lightly touching it and it wiggles. So you're gonna want to hear a click, and I don't know if y'all heard that, but you're just gonna turn the Barbatos around. Let's go ahead and bring that stand in here now. So you turn the Barbatos around and you see a little hole right there. And you just take the mace holder and plug it in, and there you go. It plugs in just nicely. So you can have it stored on the back there. Okay. Its final accessory is its other hand, and it's pretty much the same as every other Gundam, so I'm not going to go over that, and I want to keep this hand in there because if it busts, then I'm kind of SOL. But only these hands work for them unless you have one that has a big enough ball joint. Like, these are the hands that come with the original, and I don't know if they'll fit in there. I don't want to try at the moment, so if they do, on my next review, I will let you know. But, anyways, it's basically accessory-wise for this guy. He does have a stand adapter for this base, but it's right here. I usually just keep it on the base, so just plugs right into the base. So we'll set the Barbatos off to the side, and we'll go ahead and take a look at this said base. This base you do have to build yourself, which I really like that about this. So, and it does connect with other bases, and you can kind of just have it wherever because of this little piece here. It'll just slot into that, connector part right there, or any connector part on any three sides. And you do get two of them, and they just store right under there. As you can see, the other one's in there. Just take it, slide it in there, and it doesn't come loose. But yeah. So you do get some alternate base options for it. You get this piece right here, which is to change it. You just take the current one you have off, place the other one on, and there you go. You do have a screw and then like this piece right here, and I do not know for the life of me what it is for. So if anyone does know, because the instructions are in all Japanese, like it says to put this screw through here, but I honestly that doesn't work as like a peg or anything, and this just sits on it. It doesn't really stay there. So if anyone knows what that's for, please let me know. I mean, this is kind of confusing. You also get two of these parts, which you're supposed to attach like this sticky note type thing sticker into it, and then onto the base of the Gundam, and then set it on there, and I guess it stays. I don't know. I don't use it, so the only one I use is this one. So, I guess articulation wise for the base, you do have a few hinge joints. You got this part right here is on a hinge joint for connecting into the base. And you've got a hinge joint here which goes that far forward. Okay, so like if you need like really close to the ground type poses, you can do that. Goes all the way back about that much. So you got hinge joint here, and I wasn't ready for that. back in there. Hinge joint here, and then hinge joint side to side. So then you get a little switch here that you'll flip out right there to raise or lower the stand. So that's it at its full height. So yeah, moving on to the Barbatos. Moving on to his articulation, let's go ahead and remove the mace from his back. Let's go and plug it in. Oh yeah, need that stand adapter. Okay, so head, it's on a double ball joint, so you get forward and back. Let me move it to the side, and you'll forward and back. You can look up, and there goes the head. Looks up that far, down that far. Okay, tail blade, up and down is all you get. Arms, get that much of a butterfly joint, so you can kind of have them in like this gorilla type pose, I guess. Go out that far, shoulder pads just on the hinge joint, so you get that far up. Okay. Full 360. Got bicep rotation, and then we'll use this arm for it. You get an amazing amount of 90-degree bend. And his arms do go fully straight, so if you want them like that, you can have that. And then wrists just have a swivel. Now, a lot of people say that his arms are too big, and part of me agrees, but also for the fact that they house the actual subarm in there that can, if you want to, actually hold the mace, not very well, but they could still hold it. It's really not that bad. And they do have got a hinge joint here, and then rotation, and then hinge joint here. So you have that. You have to make sure you do get them fully closed in, or else. Okay, why didn't you want to? Or else it won't close all the way. Didn't have the best ab crunch, which was kind of disappointing. Like, it was that far back, and then that far forward. Like, it was kind of disappointing, but oh well. Side skirts are on a hinge, so they go that far up. And then full 360. Those are supposed to be thrusters. I don't know how well they look like thrusters. Front skirts all the way forward. Full forward kick. Nothing too impressive there. Just a normal forward kick. And see, if you honestly kind of position it out of the way of the butt flap, it does have a decent amount of degree backwards. Really nice out to the side, so you can do the full splits if you want them to. Okay. Sorry about that squeaking. That's just the stand moving around. Amazing knee movement. Get some forward and back at the foot. Some down at the toe. This part's on a hinge joint here. This is as much up as you get. And then a ridiculous ankle pivot. I betcha if I wanted to. Yeah, that's as far as it goes. So, yeah. The Barbatos I love the Lupus Rex. Like, I want the 1/100 full mechanics, or just the 1/100 in general. I want them to make a master grade of this guy, but yeah. And then to just attach the mace, remove the back of the hand, just like every other Gundam. Put in the mace. Hope it stays. You can hold it. Now, if you do, at one point I'm going to get another one of this so I can replace this hand. But at the moment, if yours isn't broken, you can dual wield it because it is on a telescopic handle. So, yeah, that's basically it for the Barbatos Lupus Rex. One more thing that you can do if you want to, and a lot of people have, I don't know if a lot of people wonder this, but yes, he can hold it with his hand and the subarm at the same time. So if you fancy that yourself, like I do, it is highly possible. and it just gives him more mobility to hold it, and doesn't take away at all from his articulation at his arm. So yeah, that was the Barbatos Lupus Rex. And if you enjoyed this video and want to see more Gundam videos in the future, like, subscribe, and I was told at the end of it's been brought to my attention that the email that I put in my last video was not accurate. So disregard that email address. I will be putting the actual one. Apparently I misspelt it or something, but I will put that in the description down below. So got any questions or review suggestions, go ahead and email them to me. But as always, like, comment, subscribe, all of it helps. So thank you. Last Disbelief signing off.